I'm here to show this is the start of a new
Let's not call this a thing. Let's just let it be what it is, and then we're just gonna. Because the odds that we do more of these are oh, sorry, I'll just swear. Are freaking astronomically low. Alright, so, you know what? Izzywizzy121. I'll kick things off. I'm gonna give us classic fucking YouTuber intro. I can't clap my hands, that was a stupid idea. What's going on, lads? It's your boy, Maxibon.
I should probably tweet about this, you know?
I was right in the middle of something there.
Sorry, let me do my thing, okay?
Tweet out already. What up?
Let me do my thing.
Okay, it's MaxibonHR, and I'm here with an extra special, wonderful guest. Never been on the channel before, actually. You might not recognize her. Izzywizzy121. Now, just a quick bit of background here. Izzywizzy, brand new, up-and-coming VTuber. One of my personal IRL friends. Sorry about that, Iz. She's quickly rising to I'm just reading off some notes here, because I wrote down. Quickly rising to a notable status far faster than any of us did. Well on the way to beating 100 subs, even faster than even I did. It's pretty damn fantastic. I do have to say, I'm a little bit impressed. I'm not jealous. Now, before she gets too big to associate with me, I've dragged Izzy into a call, and I'm gonna bombard her with a bunch of questions for you guys' entertainment. Now, Izzy, first question: how are you today? What's poppin'? What's good? Tell us about. How you doing? How you feeling?
Oh, man, it's fucking hot, man. It's holy
fucking
shit.
Remind me, Jesus Christ,
It's so fucking hot, man.
So for those who don't live in Canberra, I'll just explain this a bit. We're currently in a heat wave, so I think for the rest of the country, this is like a livable temperature, which is what we call a horrible, unyielding heat wave that sucks and is leaving us like freaking immobilized. I have to just have my fan constantly blasting me, or I just can't function. So if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry. I'm not turning it off for this. Get over yourselves, with all due respect. But yeah, sorry, you were saying. I just cut you off there.
Oh no, it's like the current. So I don't know if people know this, but my day job, I'm a carpenter. So I work outside. So basically, my current job means the current job site, I have to wear like long sleeves at the moment. So I'm out in the sun in long sleeves, so I'm sweating my ass off.
We're learning this bloody Izzywizzy law today.
So I'm getting very hot at the moment.
To borrow a patented phrase from those who know me from a fan bam tournament, she's sweating out of orifices she didn't know existed.
Yeah.
But now that we're here, I did a pretty crap job introducing you. I reckon you can do a much better job introducing yourself. So tell us a bit about yourself, just let the fans know who you are, for those who might not know.
I'm a weeb degen, what's up, bitches?
Alright, we got that, you're a VTuber.
Nah, man, I like weird shit. I know, I like just having fun. I like creating chaos. Violence is a bit of fun sometimes, Gotta do some good times.
Be gay, do crimes, I get you.
I know, just like playing games with friends, hanging out with friends, chilling, having fun. Yeah. Wish I'd had more money, but doesn't everyone?
Do not fucking mention money to me, I swear to God. You don't even pay rent yet, man.
I do. Not as much as you, but I do.
You do pay rent, I forgot. I'm sorry, sorry. Now, this next question is a bit kind of related to what we've just been talking about today, but how the fuck are you handling this heat? Because, oh my god, I'm drying up. You ever seen the SpongeBob movie? From 2007 or whatever, 2006, where they're under the heat lamp and they're just all dried up and shit. That's what I feel like, just 24.
I hate to disappoint you, but I haven't, but I know what you're talking about.
You haven't seen the SpongeBob movie?
I have not, but I know what you're talking about.
You're crazy.
Okay, no. So I keep disappointing one of my coworkers because he keeps referencing things, and I'm like, I hate to disappoint you, and that's as far as I go because
he knows at that point.
Because he knows at that point that I have not seen it. Yeah.
That's terrible.
He'll say something, and I'm like, I hate to disappoint. Or I just say, I'm not going to disappoint you any further, and that's as far as I go. And he just
Alright,
goes, oh
fine.
my God,
Let me make a weeb reference for you. So, I feel like I'm constantly under the heat of one of those colossal titans from Attack on Titan.
I hate to disappoint you.
For God's sake, what have you seen? What have you seen? Have you seen anything?
Yeah, I just haven't seen Attack on Titan.
What have you... It's hot, alright? It's fucking hot.
Yeah.
How are you handling it? What are you doing?
I, as someone who, like, loves the winter, I absolutely hate the heat. Like, because the thing is that, for me, like, my personal saying is that you can only... In winter, you can put on more layers and, like, to get warmer. In summer, you can only take off so many layers before, like, you run out of things to take off. So, like, by the time you get to that point, it's, like, horrible.
Yeah. No, I
So
get
I'd
that.
rather be able to, like, rug up than be, like, absolutely sweating my ass off.
See, usually I'm the opposite. Usually I way prefer the heat over the cold, but just in recent years especially, I've just been, like, really just not being able to handle the summers properly, especially. And it's just, like, it's so frustrating because, like you said, you can't only take so many layers off, sorry, I'm trying to say. And then you're just, like, left just sitting, like, with no shirt on, or just a singlet on, and you're just, like, still just fucking boiling like a motherfucker. And I think the worst thing about it is my room doesn't have any windows, and it only has, like, a skylight that even if it could open, I can't reach it. So, and like, I've got, like, a shitty fan over there, but besides that, I have nothing to, like, cool myself down. So, like, I can stay hydrated and just put ice cubes on my forehead as much as I want, but, like, at some point, it's just not enough. And, like, it's crazy because I feel like my room gets, like, the hottest out of all the rooms sometimes because I don't get the direct sunlight, thankfully.
Well, you don't get a breeze either.
Well, I don't get a breeze, I don't get the direct sunlight, thankfully, but there's just so much crap in my room in relation to the space in the room, because it's a very small room with, again, no window, so I don't get a breeze, I don't really have a lot of, like, space to move around and function. It is a nightmare, and I hate heat waves. I don't know, I feel like every summer is the hottest on record, and it just gets worse. Can we do something about this climate change thing? Can we stop it? Can we just...
It's worse because it's, like, humid as well.
Yes.
I hate heat, but it's worse humid heat.
Yeah.
And, like,
it sticks to you, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. I hate it.
It's not good. I guess what I want to know, and I think you've kind of talked about this prior, and what got you into VTubing? You know, what were your inspirations, and who were your biggest influences, and, like, what pushed you to take the final leap to go, I'm gonna do this. You know, I'm gonna actually give this a whirl. You know what I mean? What were the factors involved in that?
Oh boy, this is a...
See, it's great.
So...
It's great because, like, every, like, couple seconds your mic will, like, just slightly cut out a little bit.
Oh god. I can try to turn on my gain or whatever.
You might have to.
So,
yeah.
I probably, like a lot of people, I've been watching, like, YouTubers and, like, entertainment content creators for years, like, you know, like Jacksepticeye, Dan Tittier, Markiplier, those kind of people, for years. Like, that's who I watched growing up, kind of thing. So, like, I've always wanted to do some kind of, like, content creation, that kind of stuff. So...
Yeah.
And then it was, like, so, like, it was kind of... I've been, like, umming and ahhing. So, like, I created this account... I can't remember the exact day.
Yeah.
It was the thing of when I was going to start, like, getting into it myself. Because, like, I've always wanted to do it. And, like, I've always known that I wanted to do, like, gaming kind of content. Because that's what I watched. and so then it wasn't until like last year when I started getting sort of recommendations for VTubers. So I got into watching Trash Taste a bit. So it was mainly watching CDogVA. And CDogVA, he has a relatively close connection with Iron Mouse, who is a VTuber, and basically once I got started like watching bits of her, it basically started going down the rabbit hole of all of that, and basically once I got like that, then I started getting recommended all of like Niji-sanji members, or Niji-sanji EN, more specifically, and like the Luxia members, and
maybe you could just maybe like give some background on sort of like Niji-sanji for those who might not know what that is.
So basically, Niji-sanji is a Japanese VTubing agency company, and basically the company employs sort of VTubers, so it's just very corporate, and they own pretty much the models and everything of the identities of the characters and everything, and they control pretty much everything. But yeah, it's sort of that whole sort of brand, basically. And there's the whole big branch, the Niji-sanji one, which is like sort of Japanese, and then there's the EN, which is just the English branch, which is a smaller branch, which is what I watch because there's like less streamers or livers to keep up with. Originally when I started them, I was like, oh, long streams, I don't have a lot of time. But then I kind of just fell down the rabbit hole and got very addicted, and I got to know some of the people in the community, and I got to really love the community, and so then I started really wanting to do VTubing myself, pretty much. And then so I sort of researched how to do it myself, and I found this app. So I use Hyper, which is just an app on your phone, and it just uses sort of pre-made models, and you just kind of pick and choose between different sort of presets which you want to use, and you just add a plugin to your OBS, and that's what you use for your avatar. And so it's a cheaper way than having like a fully rigged
So it's just like a beginner's way to kind of get
yeah. Yeah, because I don't know how to a model, and I don't have the money to pay for one to be done. And honestly, for me, when it comes to VTubing, so like, I mean, for some people they don't want their face to be seen, and that's understandable. For me, I don't mind my face being like known. It's just I don't want it to be shown all the time, because I'm just not confident all the time that I want with my face being shown all the time. But I feel like it's important to have some kind of like visual for the viewer to connect with, which is why I find it important to have something to look at or something for the viewer to connect with, which is why I find VTubing like a really great way to do that, because it allows sort of the viewer to look at, and it makes me feel comfortable to stream with.
Yeah, I get you. That makes sense. I feel like that's what a lot of people use their sort of like online avatar for, just to be able to give people kind of like a name to a face, or just like you said, something they can latch onto as like, this is the personality, this is like the person, or this is like the thing, the viewer, the content that I watch, kind of thing. And you don't have to like share too much of your like real sort of like personality or real face or anything like that. It still gives like the viewers something to grasp as like a show you like a person, that kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like So it just seems like this is, like I said, it's like it's a nice avenue for you to be able to sort of jump into jump into content creation while still not having to sort of share parts of your personality or parts of your life that you wouldn't otherwise share, which, you know, to a degree I think that's a kind of a fairly unique thing that sort of like PNG YouTubers or even like VTubers would offer. I can relate to that, I think, a little bit. I'm obviously more comfortable showing my face in my videos. I've done it plenty of times. I guess to a degree though, sometimes you're just like, man, I don't want to set up a webcam. I don't want to, like, you know, I look like shit today, or like just can't be bothered to do XYZ. So like just being able to use, in my case, my little caricature of myself that I drew like months ago. This is always really, really nice, I would say. Just having that alternate, I guess, avenue to be able to go off of is really sort of interesting, so to speak. With that being said, I guess we can move on to the next part. I guess, what would you say is the most rewarding part of VTubing so far, and what would you say is conversely the toughest part of it?
I think at the moment, like, I don't know if it's like specifically VTubing. I think for me, it's definitely been sort of streaming, because I am a new streamer, so I don't know much about streaming. Like, coming into this, I'm completely new, so it's a lot of learning. Like, I think, pretty much for however long I've been streaming, I thought there was BGM, but I think there hasn't been, so I think I've just added it now, for example. I think it's been added. I don't even know, because I can't even see where it's like playing. So mod Kevin, if you could tell me, that would be amazing. But that is the wrong button. Anyway.
Yeah, I understand. I think, and BGM is background music, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I guess like you mentioned, it's just sort of, it's a steep learning curve, and I guess it might be a bit different because you're kind of jumping right into streaming as opposed to like starting with like YouTube editing, video editing or something, I should say. Although you have made a couple of videos like on YouTube, just like a couple small things here and there before you did start.
Yes.
Streaming, which can I talk about any of those at all?
Oh, I mean, so
I've really done the past.
Oh, no, that's fine. Like, I made videos, like, years ago. So, like... Okay, well, thanks, Joe. Okay, so it was there. Okay. Anyway, so, yeah, I did make videos years ago. I made a lot more years ago. It's just, then there was, I don't know if anyone remembers the whole copper rule.
Yeah.
That whole issue with YouTube. And I just didn't want to have to deal with that for a bit. Until I realized just sort of what I wanted to do with my whole channel and what like kind of content I was gonna do. So I just kind of sort of did a whole redo of the whole thing at that point. Basically from that. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it. There's plenty of videos that I think, especially with like my older videos, it was definitely having to get... Yeah, as well as definitely having to get used to listening to my own voice, because like that's one thing when it comes to actually like recording videos, having to like edit and then listen to my own voice, which is one thing I guess with streaming I don't have to do. I don't have to listen back to my own voice. With streams, I kind of just stream and then don't fucking listen to it again.
Then it's over, then you just go to bed or whatever.
So what's said is said.
Yeah. No, I always feel so weird listening to my voice back in recordings. I feel like I sound like completely different. And I don't know if it's deeper, if it's louder or whatever, or like more high pitched or whatever it is. It just sounds like, honestly, the only word I can think of is just like strange and like wrong almost. It's like, I know that's supposed to be me, but it's like it's like an almost really good like caricature of me. It's not quite there, you know. Like a couple more rounds of like figuring out my cadence or whatever, and then you've got it. But then I think back, like, no, that's just what I sound like. It's just what people are hearing when I talk, you know.
I mean, also I guess like especially with some of my older videos, which have some of them have been archived, which I know that some of you have seen. It's definitely like I didn't have like a good mic or anything then as well, so like probably the quality of the audio would have been shit as well. But yeah, pretty much. I don't even remember what the question is. I'm just waffling at this point.
I was just, what was the most rewarding and toughest part of VTubing?
I think the rewarding part is sort of being able to see my dream, sort of see my dream happen. Yeah, realize, like, sort of seeing results, if that makes sense. Like, you know, seeing people interested in what I do. Like, because like I had subscribers when I started, but they were all friends. But sort of seeing the growth that I've had for like with people that I actually don't actually know in real life. Like people, there's subscribers who I don't actually know who they are.
You're seeing your audience like grow based on the content you're actually making, not just subscribe because like, oh, they're your friends and of course they subscribe. I get you.
Yes, and I greatly appreciate my friends who have subscribed as well.
But also, fuck you! Oh, real fans! Real fans! Real viewers!
But like,
give me 1,000 subscribers, god damn it!
I feel like, in a way, for me, it means a little bit more for people, to those people who, like, who have no idea who I am, who have subscribed to me because they are seeing something in me that they find worth, like, subscribing to.
They enjoy watching, yeah.
Yeah. Unlike, you know, not just, oh yeah, you're my friend, I'll subscribe to you, kind of thing.
Yeah, I get you. And then the challenging, or the toughest part, I should say.
Yeah. Definitely sort of the learning curve and sort of learning on how to make things better. So, like, definitely one of the new things that I've learnt has been this new Fugi,
I love that you've got like a whole like studio set up with me as like the like the host and everything, and then
you are still just a head sitting on a desk.
Look, that's still something. And then there's on my end, it's just two fucking chairs floating through space. With just Izzywizzy121 in the top corner. I'll set up like a nicer layout for this if we do more of these, and I hope we do, because I think I love doing like sort of just talking to your friends kind of content. I think it's like it's lazy as shit, I'm not gonna lie to you. But like, I don't know, I like hearing my friends' opinions on things, I like talking to I like watching this kind of thing when I also like making it, so I think that helps a lot, definitely. But yeah, no, I guess you're right in that term where it's like the learning curve would make things sort of a lot more challenging, but also I guess that it must make it that much more rewarding though when like something does pan out, like when you're like, hey, I'm trying out this brand new thing I've never done it before, and then it just works, you know?
Yeah, and I think it's...
Yeah, go on, sorry.
I think it's also the thing of, because I'm like, because I can't like hear audio things, and then because of course there's like the delay between my chat.
Deaf or...
No, like, because I can't hear, like I can't hear sort of things running through OBS through stream.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid if I have it like open through like a window on my PC, it's gonna play back through my stream, and I don't want like looping. And then because like the stream's delayed, I have to wait like the 30 seconds it takes. Because it's like the 30-second or so delay that it takes, you know, for me to wait for them to reply, and then of course, you know, it's sort of hard like that. So I'm just sort of waiting, and like I'm sort of worrying about, oh no, how long is this problem going to be, like, you know, hanging around for?
Yeah, no, I get that for sure.
Kind of thing.
And I guess that's sort of, I guess you sort of answered this a little bit, but I guess I'll ask anyway. Do you enjoy the challenge of streaming and working with and working around your model, especially? I mean, because I honestly still don't know a lot about, like, the whole, when it comes to, like, a proper model, like, you know, what, say, a corporate VTuber would use. Like, I don't know whether they use, I know some people use, like, VTuber Studios, and I think some use, like, another one, but I don't know what's better, because,
like, I don't know whether it'd be better to have it through, like, run through your phone, or have it, like, through an app, have it, like, through your computer. I don't know whether, I think personally I prefer it through my computer, because then I could have my phone free to do, like, other stuff, because at the moment my phone is, like,
It's
taken
used
up,
for the model,
yeah, used for the model, as well as it does constantly crash, which can be annoying. And so I'm hoping that if it was to run through my computer, it wouldn't crash as much. But I don't know, maybe, I don't know. And then maybe if it's through, like, something else, then
Well, I think
maybe.
you mentioned you've been looking into getting another PC, haven't you? Like a proper.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting, so yeah, because at the moment my current setup, I'm just using, like, a gaming laptop, and so I've been thinking of getting, like, a proper, like, PC.
There's some like decent things you can get as well on like the kind of cheaper end. I guess the issue with getting a proper PC setup is that it's mostly the price. Like once you've got it, once you've got the PC, it's kind of like this is great, this is gold. You know, I don't really need to buy a new PC for ages. You know, I don't need to worry about X, Y, and Z because you know I've got my PC ready to go, all this stuff. But it's just that like initial price point of going, shit, I need like $2,000 or whatever it is, whatever the average PC price is nowadays, to be able to get all this stuff. So I definitely understand just like sticking to that sort of like gaming laptop. I guess as long as it's doing you well, and you know, this is something I guess you don't need to super worry about right now, I suppose, but definitely like if you can get a full PC, I recommend it. It makes it a lot easier. Things run smoother in general, I find. Although I'm not an expert, I'm not positive I've got some audio fuck-ups because that tends to always happen on my end. Sorry about that in advance, everyone, but yeah, actually what I'm talking about, like, we just had an audio fuck-up.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, we've been having audio fuck-ups, what do you mean?
Yeah, but I think that was, but I mean like all sound mixing stuff. I guess that's like my big issue right now is just getting like around sound mixing. I think like my issue is when I'm like exporting videos and stuff, especially things will export like way quieter than what I'm listening to. So I'll be like recording a video or like doing sound mixing and stuff with like music and stuff like that. And it's like you want to have a backing track that like put like background noise as well. So like you know, makes it something to engage your brain. So you just listen to something I ran about bullshit. Put into a couple of dead by daylight 6 times. But you also don't want to hear too loud because you want to hear the people talking.
Yeah.
Whenever I do it, for whatever reason, it's always, the music always ends up way louder. It must be the compression of the audio and the speaking that's like just getting compressed like that. That's what I gather. And I guess when you're streaming, you've got to like live feedback so you can like change and edit stuff as best you can. So that's, I guess, going to be a much easier thing to do. But I guess I'll go on to my next question. I guess we kind of talked about this already a little bit. What do you get up to when you're not VTubing? Like when you're just like staying home for the weekend off, whatever it might be. You know, what do you end up doing in your life with yourself?
Honestly, it's, for me, if I'm not like VTubing myself, I'm either watching VTubers, because like I still have my Niji Sanji members that I follow, or playing games myself. Like I play a lot of games off stream. Like I don't.
Izzywizzy121 is a gamer girl? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, or I just hang out with friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Max.
You can't see it, but I'm going. Eee!
Or sleep. I sleep a lot because my like, you know, my day job's very labor intensive, so like I get quite tired on the weekends, so I just kind of rest a lot. But yeah, no, I play games. I spend a lot of time. Actually, I read a lot of like webtoons. Yeah, pretty much just resting, honestly. Just, I mean, sometimes I just like, you know, just play games, rest, catch up with friends, do whatever.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I guess
Sometimes help the family with stuff because my family likes doing like projects and stuff, and since I'm like
part of the family.
I'm part of the family, I'm like, you know, got a certification. They asked me for like tips and
Yeah, I
certain
need this 4x4
things.
plank of wood driven out to Baby Goaty. I could do it, but like you're a certified carpenter, so
yeah. yeah.
dude, this is on the list, but you know, I feel like, can you relate to this dream? I think my adult dream in life is just I just want to own a ute. Just because I just want to rock up to some place, someone's like, fuck, what am I gonna do with this plank of wood? And I just go, right, just chuck her in the ute. Just chuck her in the back of the ute, mate. I was talking to my roommates about this before. I feel like if you can just rock up to a place and go, chuck her in the ute, you made it. You made it. You just chuck anything in there. You got like a dead body to get rid of.
Oh my god.
Chuck her in the ute. You got like fucking mulch, some fucking gravel, a bunch of soil, you know, whatever. Fucking pile of timber, sawdust.
Chuck it in the ute.
Chuck her in the ute, mate.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, moving along from that. Sorry. I guess next question I've got is, what kind of stuff do you think we can look forward to in the future from Izzywizzy?
I'm currently working on getting some Project Sakai, getting Project Sakai working. So that's, for those who don't know, it's basically a rhythm game. Hatsune Miku, rhythm game, but, like Vocaloid songs, basically. So from what I know, it can only be played on like iOS devices. So I basically need to like screen mirror my iPad. So like I can get it, I just, because at the moment I don't have like an Elgato device because those are fucking expensive.
Oh, okay.
So I can stream it to my OBS. I just need to pay for like a monthly subscription so it can be longer than 15 minutes. So I just need to set that up. So that's pretty much all I need to do. But like the reason why I learned how to do my current model is because I felt that my regular model was gonna be like too laggy as I did my Project Sakai. So I needed to get that set up before I did my Project Sakai setup.
You drew this model yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I drew this model myself, so I needed to like get this drawing all done, which is why the back leg's a little funky. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to Project Sakai. I am hoping to do some more Lethal Company. I'm hoping, because that is so fun.
Wants to fucking hop on, holy shit.
Yes.
Swear to God, guys, please.
I'm wanting to do more Lethal Company. It's so much fun. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly look through my Steam games because like I bought a bunch of Steam games that I've wanted to play. Like basically all the Steam games I have are ones that I've like gone, I want to potentially play.
Yeah.
There's actually one game that I've been seeing on my For You page that that I've been wanting to play. But
yeah, I get it. It's expensive.
It's not expensive. It's just a multiplayer game that
yeah, that's fair.
that I would need to arrange to play with Joe.
Oh my God. Well, I guess we can look forward to that.
Because it's a teamwork game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I guess next questions I have, and a sort of like, I'll just combine these two because I think they're somewhat related. I guess, what are your short-term and long-term goals as a VTuber, and also how do you manage the sort of work-life balance between VTubing and your day-to-day life?
I think my short-term goal is to Honestly,
Probably honestly.
probably honestly, you know, at this point in time, because I've been doing pretty well, overtake all you and subscribers.
You bitch. You stay away. You stay in your place. Stay away from my top spot. I earned that spot.
Pretty much. I have a long-term goal.
Yeah.
It is another subscriber goal.
Oh yeah.
I don't know whether I should say it on stream.
That's fine. We can keep that private, you know. Feet
It's
reveal
just
at
there's a certain
10,000
someone
subscribers.
that I want to overtake. Anyway,
Okay.
but basically in terms of another short-term goal, like in all seriousness, another short-term goal is that I want to be able, like my short-term goal is to have a more regular streaming schedule. That is my short-term goal. To have a more regular streaming schedule than just sporadic, oh, I feel like streaming. Because at the moment I get like sort of stumped in terms of, oh, I want to stream but I don't know what to stream kind of thing.
And you have a schedule,
So-
you can just be like, well, I've already scheduled in and I'm going to be doing
Yeah.
XYZ today, so I'll hop on that, yeah. I get you.
So I need to work on doing that to sort of get that up. So that's my short-term goal. Get a more routine schedule. And it's probably going to be around the same time. So it's most likely going to be like a Saturday around like, 8 p.m. or so. That's like roughly the time it's going to be. Like,
Yeah.
roughly.
And the other question was just, how do you manage your sort of work-life balance?
Work-life balance, again, basically just do my VTubing stuff, like my actual streaming on weekends, and then do like my learning how to do things, researching during the week,
Okay.
where I'm not like so like by the weekend everything's pretty much like ready to go and kind of stuff.
Yeah, I understand that.
And so I'm just sort of a bit more chill and like learning how to do some things during the week. I mean, if it's going to be like a short chill stream where I know how to do things, like I say a Valorant stream or something, where, it's just plug in write a title, plug in a thumbnail, send it, then that'll be like a week stream, and then we're good. But like if it's, something I've never done before, then, probably
Getting
do it a
more
weekend.
comfortable with those things, yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll move on to, I guess, some of the more personal things that I've got down here. Bringing back a classic today. What is your favorite grade 8? I'm talking chimpanzees, bonobos, gorillas, orangutans, or controversially human beings. The people need to know is Izzy. They need to know. They need to understand what your favorite grade 8 is.
My eyes are rolling.
These questions will keep coming until there is an answer.
Honestly, I don't know, man.
You don't know? Just pick one of the options I presented.
I'ma have to say chimpanzees.
Chimpanzees.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You picked the most psychopathic of the ones you could have picked.
You're talking to me, Max.
That is true. I know who I'm talking to. Look, I'm a gorilla man. I'm on Team Donkey Kong and all that. But you know what? If you want to pick chimpanzees, you're well within your right to be wrong. That's okay. Like, there's 3 right answers and 1 wrong one. But otherwise, I guess your character in sort of like your actual model and also your future tech thing it's very Fox themed. And I guess I'm just gonna ask, why Fox?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if this makes me a fairy or not.
Well, that's never a good start.
But I've always liked sort of like tails.
Bad. Okay, getting worse.
Like,
Hold on, let it cook, let it cook.
no, okay. So whenever I designed like characters, like, because I played a lot of like character design, like games, you know,
Yeah.
and like you always got the option of like doing ears and stuff. I always put like the fox ears on the characters I did.
So it's like
And, like,
it's always like a nostalgia thing, almost. Like,
Yeah.
just what you grew up making characters. You just made fox characters when you were a kid.
I just liked the way they looked, pretty much.
Yeah, I get
And like sort of, I just liked creating sort of Foxian looking characters.
that. Yeah. See, you're lucky you had like some kind of basis for like, I guess, that kind of thing that you wanted to create. Because when I was making like my own stuff for YouTube especially, and even just like making any kind of online persona or whatever, like I never had any basis, because I was like, every character I ever made was always just like me. So like whenever I ended up making a like this character, I think I think Jace and Brutus and stuff might know, but this guy is based off one of my D&D characters. It's just sort of like a cleaned up design of what he used to look like, and I just decided that's just gonna be what my YouTube guy's gonna look like, because he just has the like psychotic bee devil little eyes.
I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever heard of Gacha Club, or like, I can't remember the previous iterations. I used to make videos on them. But basically you can create characters like on it, and that's basically what I created my character, like my basis of my YouTube, like my OC.
Yeah.
On. So that's basically where my original design for like my YouTube character came from, like all the way back in 7.
Yeah.
Came from. So
Okay,
that's
sure.
like where the whole, you know, ears, tail, wings, sort of that aspect of sort of the kitsune came from. And sort of the blue hair, sort of like the blue
hair
aspect.
and the pronouns.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, and then I guess because I've become more of a weeb, I've sort of delved more into like sort of the Japanese aspect of it being more of a kitsune, as well as like, again, one of my sort of oshis, for those who don't know what an oshi is, it's just sort of basically someone you support, that's what you name, like that's what you call like the liver that you support, so that's an oshi. So I have many oshi, but one of the oshis I support, who has since graduated, they were a fox, and so sort of I love foxes since then, sort of grown since then.
Yeah.
Like I always thought foxes were cute. There was years ago I watched a movie and the main like character like was friends with a fox, and I thought it was an adorable movie.
Yeah.
So like it's been like many years that I've loved a fox. So sort of making that a fox kind of thing. Yes.
Just felt natural. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess next question I got is, what songs are you listening to right now? You know, lighten things up.
So currently, like a song that I've been addicted to listening to is Echo. By actually I'm embarrassed, I don't know if this is the actual original artist.
In my video, I'll put up a thing here saying who it's by. Just send me the link to it after this.
I believe it's Crusher P. It's basically the Vocaloid.
Okay.
Basically it's Vocaloid.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yes, it's just basically Vocaloid, and then as well as any Niji Sanji EN song that I've been listening to.
What advice would you give for your fans and to people who want to get into VTubing like you? Like, what's your sort of pointers? How are you gonna... Like I said, what advice would you give to people?
honestly, I think this is something that I've heard from like someone else as well. It's while like just because you have like a super flashy model, like it doesn't mean you're gonna get super popular. Like yes, it may help, but like
People come for
it's
the
not.
personality more than the model.
Yeah, that's the thing. People come for the personality, not just the model. Like yeah, the model's good, but it's the personality that is what attracts people because like that's what's entertaining people essentially.
Yeah.
So there's like when you're starting out, don't feel the pressure to, go out and spend however much it is to, get a fully rigged model or whatever. Spend whatever's in your budget. So I think I spent like, you know, the app I use, there are free options. I think I spent maybe like $15 or something to get the specific things that I wanted for my model. But like there were free options. But like, $15 is not that much compared to like if I was to get it fully rigged, that's like at least $1,000.
Yeah.
So like while starting out, it's it's working for me. It does what I want it to do. Again, as I said, for me it's just something the viewers have to like visually connect.
Yeah.
To sort of say, okay, that's who I'm watching kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like any like I even classify like as a VTuber like PNG VTubers, like simple as that. Start where you're comfortable, honestly. Like you're gonna start small. It helps like sort of with friends. I'm still trying to
Hello. Friends.
I'm still trying to like do content like on my own without sort of with friends, but I at the moment still like to consider my channel sort of a channel with friends
I'm sorry.
than just
I'm
sort
just,
of a
I'm just
solo
laughing.
channel.
I'm just laughing at that last comment, but the without friends. Because how many times have I just hijacked your stream? Like past
Yeah,
couple
a lot.
times you stream? I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry. I'm just in a call and you start streaming, and I'm like,
that is fair.
What is
That
your
is
favorite grade A?
Oh
Some
my God.
Dumb shit like that.
Anyway, but yeah, if that's what you want to do, if you want to do a channel with friends, do it. It's just whatever you're comfortable with. And honestly, the main key is to have fun. That is the main thing. I think that can be sometimes the most entertaining thing, to have fun.
Yeah.
Because, not gonna lie, listening to me just giggling like a fucking maniac while I'm watching other people running like fucking idiots in Lethal Company, I think that's kind of funny as shit.
I think that's the thing a lot of people sort of forget about. Everyone, like, not to say that we're like big famous channels, but it's like, you spend a lot of time chasing, I guess, that clout or that success that you forget that, like, this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, and again, we're nowhere near being successful. But I think what keeps us going is that we enjoy making videos and like editing them together. Like you can see in my recent, maybe not the most recent video, but you can see at the very least in the Dead by Daylight one, the second one that I put out, like just how much fun just editing that together was. Just making the like little tiny gags here and there. I just heard my stomach rumbling. That was super loud on my end. But just making those little like visual gags when someone says something funny. For me, it was learning to keyframe like all the like text to people's voices, because like it's tedious, it's long, but once you get that done, you just get like such a funny gag out of it, and that's just where so much of that fun comes from. Because like it's clear that we're all enjoying ourselves as much as we're yelling and screaming at each other and calling each other like a bunch of annoying dickheads. Joe, we're all He's really getting it today. I'm sorry, man.
What is he not? What is he not?
True, it's him or me. I'm sorry, and I choose him.
I choose you.
But no, it's just like you said, if it's clear that you're having fun, you'll get like more of that audience. That's why those like bigger channels like even like your Markiplier or your Jacksepticeye, you know, like you mentioned before. That's how they get so big because it's clear that they're enjoying themselves making these videos together. Yeah, I guess, you know, thanks for coming on. I guess I came on your stream first, but like, you know, I'm making a video here too, so I'll try to edit this down to kind of like a shorter, more like compact thing. I guess I'll leave it to Izzy. You can just sign off here. You know, let you know where to find her and when we can see her next. If you know, and yeah, what she's gonna do next. If you know what that's gonna be, Izzywizzy. What do you think? What do you think of Izzywizzy, by the way? I'm bringing that in. Izzywizzy.
Okay.
All right. So where can we find you? What are you doing next? What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna play the other company. if people play.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm gonna sign off.
Yeah, sign off.
Okay.
Alrighty. Hey, thanks guys for watching that one. You'll have to forgive my fan in the background. Like I said in the video, we are on a heat wave and it's very hot in here. Yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing more of that, Izzy and I are planning to do a few more of these episodes, these videos. We're calling it Hardly Relevant for the moment. Yet another attempt at me trying to do a podcast. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, basically when we have a topic to talk about, we'll jump on here, have a yarn, as it were. If you guys are interested, you like that, be sure to subscribe, and we'll get all that stuff out to you as soon as we have it available. Izzy's going to be streaming the longer versions. I'm going to try and cut it down as best as I can to a shorter amount, kind of cut out a bit more of the random stuff that's not as relevant, or just some of the sort of more stream-focused things, like the chat reading, things like that. So if you guys are more interested in that sort of thing, Izzywizzy121, I'll link her channel in the description. Go check her up, I should say. She is one of my friends in real life, like I mentioned. Definitely deserves a subscription. You know, really rising up the ranks, as I keep saying. Otherwise, I will see you guys in whatever I make next. Bye.